Today's lesson is going to be on chords, and we're going to talk particularly about power chords and various kinds of bar chords. In order to do this, you need to start with an understanding of the 6th string, your low E string, okay? So, follow me here. Your open note is an E note, okay? We're starting with notes because we're going to build chords off of these notes. So, open E, first fret is an F, and third fret is a G. Okay, for now though, let's do everything with the first finger. I know I always tell you don't just drag one finger around, but for right now, drag the first finger around. E, F, G. All right, what's between F and G? We can call this an F sharp, which means one higher than F, or a G flat, which means one lower than G. All right, so we have E. Let's not worry about sharps and flats for now. So we've got E, F, G. Up to the 5th fret is an A. Now, I'm going to kind of lean the guitar over so you can see the position markers here, the dots, okay? Most of you will have a dot on the 5th fret. Some of you will have a dot on the 3rd fret. Almost everybody should have a dot on the 7th fret at the very least, okay? And then usually 9, and then a lot of times 12, in fact often a double dot at 12, okay? So if you have a steel string guitar, you probably have those dots also right on the fingerboard. So I'm going to kind of do this at an angle so you can see where I am though. Open E, first finger F, first fret F, 3rd fret G, up to the dot, 5th fret A. Okay, E, F, G, A. 2 frets higher will be B. B and C are right next to each other. B is 7th fret, so C will be 8th fret. D will be, D will be 10th fret, and then 12th fret is E. So 12th fret is an octave higher than the open note. So if open is E, then 12th fret is E. Okay, let's do that again. We've got E, F. E and F are right next to each other. You don't skip a fret. Okay, there's no E sharp. If you ever see an E sharp, you play an F, right? No E sharp, though, for our purposes for now. So we have E to F, right next to each other. E, F. G, okay? 2 frets higher than F is G. A, 2 frets to B, 7th fret. C right next to that. D, 2 frets higher, E, okay? Play 4 E's with me. Open E's. Ready, go. 4 first fret F's. Bring it up 2 frets, give me 4 G's. Bring it up 2 frets, give me 4 A's. Bring it up 2 frets, give me 4 B's. Bring it up 1 fret, give me 4 C's. Up to the 10th fret, 2 frets higher, give me 4 D's. 2 frets, 12th fret is going to be E. Okay? Alright, now, the power chord. Many of you know the power chords, but for those who don't, the open power chord is open E and first finger on the 2nd fret here. Okay? 2nd fret of the 5th string. So open E, first fret of the 2nd fret of the 5th string. That gives you your E power chord. Just like that's an E note, if we add this note to it, it becomes an E power chord, also known as an E5. Okay? Maybe best to do it with the 2nd finger. Now, if this is an F, 2 frets higher, so F's on the 1st fret, so this note will be on the 3rd fret. 1 string higher, so 5th string, 3rd fret. Okay? That's your F power chord or your F5. Okay? Now if you want to, those who are ready for it, it's totally optional, but you can add the pinky here on the 4th string, 3rd fret. So those 2 fingers on the 3rd fret, this on the 1st. Bam, you got yourself an F5. Okay. So here's the exercise. We're going to play 4 of the root note on the 6th string. Then we're going to add the finger to make it the power chord. So we're going to do E, add this to make it an E5. This F, we're going to add this to make it an F5. Or if you want to add the pinky as well, you can. First finger up to the G, okay, etc. Let me get rid of whatever's buzzing down here. So let's start. Do you understand the exercise? The 6th string note, add a note to make it the power chord. The 6th string note, add a note to make it the power chord, okay, etc. Now it's important not only that you can make the power chord, but that you know the name of what you're playing, that you start learning the fretboard. Okay, so play along. 6th string, open E, 4 of those. Ready, go. I'm gonna add this finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, to make it an E5. Here's an F. I'm gonna add this finger with the third finger on this string, 2 frets higher to make an F5. Bring the 1st finger up to the 3rd fret. Give me 4 Gs. Add this finger to make it a G5. Bring the 1st finger up 2 frets to give me an A. Okay. Add this finger to make it an A5. 1st finger is going to go up 2 frets to the 7th fret for a B. Add this finger to make it a B5. Bring up the 1st finger just 1 fret to go from B to C. This finger 2 frets higher to make it a C5. Up to the 10th fret, that's a D note. Add this on the 12th fret to make it a D5. This on the 12th fret, E. And that finger there to make it an E5. Okay? Alright, always the thumb here, wrist hanging down. Now, we're just going to go power chord to power chord, not root note then power chord. So here we go. 1, 2, E5, start with the 2nd finger, go, E5, F5, G5, 2 frets higher, A5, 2 frets higher, B5, 7th fret, 2 frets higher, B and C right next to each other, so 8th fret C, 2 frets higher, 10th fret D, 12th fret E. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with the 5th string notes. Okay, so open A, give me 4 A's. Ready, go. Open 5th string A. Use only the 1st finger, 2nd fret B. Slide it up 1 fret. Remember, B and C are right next to each other. No B sharp. 2 frets higher, D on the 5th fret. 2 frets higher, 7th fret, E. 1 fret higher, E and F are right next to each other. 8th fret, F. 10th fret, G. And then we're up to our octave, back to A on the 12th fret. Okay? Alright. Now, we're going to turn these into power chords. It's going to look exactly the same, just on different strings. So you've open 5th string A, and a 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string to make it an A5. Okay? So, we're going to do the same exercise. Open note, add in the note to make it a 5 chord. You can add in that note as well if you know how. Then when you go to the B, then you'll add in this note to make it a B5. So B note is on the 5th string, 2nd fret. Then we're going to add this on the next string, 2 frets higher. That's how these power chords look. So give me the open A, ready, go. Now let's make it a power chord on the 2nd fret of the 4th string with the 2nd finger. 1st finger on the 2nd fret, B. Add in the 3rd finger, next string, 2 frets higher. B to C, just 1 fret away. So that's B, that's C. Give me 4 of those, add in the 3rd finger here. And make sure it's the 3rd finger. 5th fret, okay, dot. That's your D. Add in the 3rd finger here. 2 frets higher, there's my E. Adding in the 3rd finger. E and F right next to each other. So 7th fret is E, 8th fret is F. Add in the 3rd finger, 2 frets higher on the next string. Up to the 10th fret for G. Add the 3rd finger, 12th fret. And then on the 12th fret is our A. Add in the 3rd finger. Okay. Now let's do the same thing, but just power chords, not the root note in the power chord. Okay, here we go. Ready, go. A5, B5, 2nd fret and 4th fret. You're just going to slide that form up 1 fret, B to C, right next to each other. C to D, 2 frets higher. D to E, 2 frets higher, 7th fret. E to F, right next to each other. So 8th fret for F, 2 frets higher for G, 2 frets higher for A. Okay? All right. So that's lesson 1 on power chords. And we're going to have other lessons on power chords, bar chords, improvisation, reading music. Keep checking in with the website, rawguitar.weebly.com, for updates. You all take care, be safe, and be well.